Hello everyone, I'm Cat Griffin, and this is Stitching with the Griffin number 52. Yes, 52. Look at my notes. If you're new here, welcome. This playlist is predominantly about my cross stitching, my hand embroidery, and my sewing, my embroidery and my hand sewing. Embroidery is normally done by hand. I don't have a machine to hand embroider. Sorry, I'm moving stuff around over there. The channel itself is about the fiber arts that I do, that I make, that I create with. I mainly cross stitch and embroider and hand sew. I also crochet. Crochet and cross stitch being my two main loves as far as fiber arts go. I am trying my hand at weaving and macrame. I do not have a lot of room to do either. So you may or may not see anything from there. I am teaching myself finger weaving. And looking to get a heddle loom to make Norse and to make historical bands and things like that. My daughter-in-law and my son are part of an amp guard group that is Norse and from that era, so I am looking to contribute towards their costuming and things like that. There's different things that I'm teaching myself, but this playlist is only concerned with cross stitch, embroidery, and hand sewing. I do have another playlist that I just started that is all my crochet, so if you want to check out those videos, you can. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Also, if you want to check out my other channel or my other playlist, please feel free. I only have one video up right now. I've decided that playlist will be on a monthly basis so that it will give me more time to actually do work, do crochet, because I mostly cross stitch. But anyway, I digress. It's a good day. I have been working a lot. Luckily, because I do have bills to pay. Let me see, I've been watching reruns of Criminal Minds, trying to get caught up to get to Criminal Minds Evolution. I am attempting to get into Dexter. Back in the day when it was first on, I loved it. I watched a lot of it. But then I got away from it. It kind of got weird. I don't know. I just didn't want to watch it anymore. I was too busy. I had other things to watch. And so now I am trying to get back into it. And, it's an interesting premise in and of itself. I like Michael C. Hall. I want to say, and I could be wrong, but I want to say that he was Ponyboy in The Outsiders. If he wasn't Ponyboy, then he was one of the boys from The Outsiders, which is an 80s movie. So those of you who are very young would not know what The Outsiders is. I'll look it up, and if I am correct, I'll let you know. If I'm not, I'll let you know. But think that he's from that movie. Anyway, neither here nor there. So that's the reason why I haven't done a lot of cross stitching this week. I have been working. I have been doing other things. I had a lot of real life stuff I needed to take care of. Just different things like that. So I did cross stitch. I just didn't do as much as I wanted to. So let's get into that. I did not take a picture of Farm. I wanted to. I thought about it, and then it just completely went out the window because I had other things doing. So This is Nursery, Animal Farm, I call it Farm. It's by DMC Creative World. It is a kit, very old one. I think it's from the 90s. Working over in this area. Last week I told you I wanted, or I keep saying last week. Last time I worked on it, I told you I wanted to finish the motifs here and there in the border, and then get the background done around the pig, and then if I had time I would do the pieces of straw or wheat, or that's duckling, or where the heck is it? Okay, there, one of those. One of these, get these done if possible. Well, I sort of did that. I sort of did what I wanted to do, and I said I was going to do. I got everything in the border done, and if you give me a minute, got everything in the border done, and I have some thread hanging out here and a needle. Give me a minute. It's not exactly parked. I just kind of stopped in mid-stitch. Sorry, I'm talking to it, not you. I did not park the thread. I just kind of stopped in mid-stitch because I ended up getting interrupted while I was working on this. Give me one more second here. Got to try to get it manageable, especially since I just turned it upside down. I don't know why I do those things. Okay. Fabric is not quite. Okay, so the fabric is from the kit. It's an Aida. The thread is from the kit. It's DMC. And most of this is 2/1. I believe this is an 18 count Aida. 16 count. Sorry. 16 count Aida. But, okay. So there we are. I forgot to take the picture, but the only thing I had really done was the piglet. So, all this around here had been empty, and down around this area was, well, this front part had been done, but this area had not been done. So I got this part done. This is the underside of the cow. There's her udder. Yes, there's her udder. There is some grass, pieces going up her side, but other than that, so those are the underside of the cow. There's the piglet. I did get, as you can see, hopefully, I did get everything. Oops. God, I have that too. Okay. So I got everything done in the border. Flowers, that leaf done, that one was already done as far as I can remember. Put this over here. So all of that got done, and then I did do the straw or wheat or whatever this is. I keep moving this around because my arm's getting tired. It's not doing too well today. So I got all those pieces done. I'm working on the last one. That's a baby chick. The hen is right here, and there's a baby chick up there. That's the back of the hen. So I'm moving along with this pretty well. Now what I want to do, the next time I work on it, what I want to do is, give me a moment, I want to roll that over, make it a little easier. What I want to do is get all of the back stitching in the border done. There's a lot to do, but the 3 rabbits, 2 carrots, the hedgehog, the flowers. I will do the bottom of the wheat on these, that, you know, where it extends into the border, but I won't do anything other, you know, I won't go up into here because there's still a lot of green and stuff back there to do. And yeah, I'd like to get that done before I get overwhelmed with all the back stitching, because I'm not crazy about back stitching at all. So that is that one. As I say, I don't know how many stitches is in it. I just 1, 2, 3 lots, many lots, however Brahm says it. There's quite a few, and it's moving along. I still have one huge section left, but that's because the cow is so big. The cow might end up being the last thing I do. I don't know. But yeah, the cow is the biggest. It's even bigger than a horse. So, yeah, that's going to be a venture. I may not get it done by Christmas, but we'll see. It's coming along. Now, the other one that I am doing, that I worked on this week, and I didn't get as much done, but for those of you who are working on it, and for those of you who have watched myself and Sarah and whomever else is doing this, pardon me, you'll know that this project is, it takes time. You gotta make sure counts are right and everything else like that, because it is a sampler. This is Cardinal Points by Long Dog Samplers. It was put out by the Gentle Arts Studio. It's using the Gentle Arts variegated thread, and the artist is Julia Line. She did a fabulous job, I think. And I am down here, over here. This is page 4, so I'm over in this area. This is what I'm working on. This is what I have been working on. And I have a picture. I forgot. I took a picture. Been working on it since the beginning of the year. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but that's where I was the last time. I had just done the side, the designs down the side there. There's 4 different colors there, plus the tiger lily and the bits there, and then I did that right there. It's hard to see on here because of the glare. That's about the best I'm gonna get. Okay. I do apologize for the glare. It's on my glasses. It's on. I don't have a better way to do the lighting right now. I am stuck in my room, and for those of you who are new here, I share a dwelling, and this is the only place that I can do my videos for now. But here is where I am now. I have added on that bit there, and then these 3 colors there. This is the corner bit down here. I have not put the dragonfly in yet. I will. But I'm down here where that motif goes, and then I'm going to do the rest of the bottom part of the border and do the little dragonfly there. I want to say, I haven't, okay, I'm looking at here. Okay, so right about there over is the page that I'm working on, so right there. This actually extends into that, but I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is leave that for when I do page 5. That way I get entire motifs done. So this will be 4. I'll do these 3 these 3 right here, do that, do this, do the wording. I know, even though I'm not doing that, I am going to do the wording. I'm not going to break that up. I will do the motifs. So 3 over. So to there. Get that done. And then do those up here. And then get... I have a lot to do. There's still a lot to do on here. But yeah, I will eventually finish the inside part between the motifs. This right here where all the vines are. See how it vines and has little leaves and things like that right there. I'll be doing that too. I'll probably do that next before I drop down to the bottom part of the border, just to get that done. But yeah, so that is my cross stitching for this week. I have still not brought my hand sewing out of timeout. It is up here. Let me show you. It's still here. Just haven't done anything to it. The reason being, not happy with this, and just not sure what else I'm going to be doing with this. I may end up doing this all in satin stitch, which is that there, in just the different colors that it's supposed to be. I'm just not real happy. Sorry. Just not real happy with it right now. I have a love-hate relationship with embroidery. So that's why it's sitting there. So that's it. That's all for that. If you want to skip out now, you can, and I will see you next week. If you want to hang out and see a little bit, hear a little bit more, I do have some shout outs. And I want to show you, let's do shout outs next, and then we'll move on from there. Now, let's see. I will link these guys below so that you can go check them out. Amnicon Studio. I am going to add her to my list of usual suspects. I love murder mysteries, so Usual Suspects is great for me. She has been supportive of me. She's been just been a really nice person, and I do enjoy her videos. She does homesteading videos as well as her cross-stitching videos, so she has a lot to offer on her channel, and it's fun to watch. Very easygoing woman, and she's got some beautiful footage. Let's see, there's Bella Rose Needlework. Gotta take my glasses off. Can't read. Yeah. Oh my god. Bella Rose Needleworks. Helen D, who is the East Coast Crafter. I discovered her thanks to Sarah. She had mentioned her, Sarah the Northwood Stitcher. She had mentioned her a couple of times. And I enjoy watching Helen. She just put out a new video. There's Stitching Noni, Fairy Tales and French Knots, and I may have mentioned her before, but I still enjoy watching her videos. The Stitching Owl, I know I've mentioned her before, but she again has some good videos to watch. And then the Harbor Stitcher, I briefly was able to catch some of her one of her videos before I had to go to work. I will be going back and watching more. These people are not necessarily new. They're new to me, but they're not necessarily new, which is fine. They might be new to you too, but they at least deserve a look just grab one of their videos and watch it and see if you like it. You don't have to subscribe to everybody you watch. I had to kind of weed out some of the ones that I looked at and have subscribed to initially for various reasons. I can't watch everybody. I'd go crazy. I wouldn't have enough time in the day. But yeah, so give those guys, give those folks, because there's guys and girls, a look-see. And let me show you this. If you folks remember, those of you who have been here before, I was working on a gnome Diamond Dots brand diamond art piece that was given to me as my birthday and Mother's Day fell on the same day this year, so I received one for my birthday and one for Mother's Day. They didn't specify which, and it didn't matter. I like doing diamond art. And so I was working on the gnome, and it is completed. The last time you saw it, it had bits here and bits there and bits over here, and some of the flowers were done, but it is completely done now, and I am just enjoying the heck out of that. I am not sure how I'm going to finish this right now, but I did get it done, and that's, to me, is the happy part. I enjoy doing them, and more than anything else, I enjoy doing them, so I don't really make plans for how I'm going to finish them. Sort of like my cross stitch. It's the process, it's not the finish. But I do need to finish. I need to fully finish some stuff. Yeah. Oh, before I forget, those of you again who are new, who've been here for a while, know about my the cockroach challenge that I'm at, the virtual races that I'm doing. Currently, I am doing the Unexpected Journey. It's one of 3 from the Hobbit series. The total distance is 609 miles, and the time that I chose to do it in is 182 days. Pardon me. Currently I'm at 69% done, and I don't know if you'll be able to see this. We had an encounter in the Thels Hall Forest, and let me show you this. These are trolls on the map. You can see that. Those are the trolls. So this is the part of the story where Bilbo and the gang are traveling along the East Road. We've been traveling along the East Road most of our journey. We did a detour because when we set up camp one night, 2 of the ponies were found to be missing. So we went looking. Well, me, Bilbo, Feely, and Keely went looking. And we found them. Trolls had taken them and were going to eat them. We can't let them eat our ponies. We've got too many of us to carry. So, Bilbo, being the eldest of us all, decided he was going to try and sneak over and get the ponies. He vastly underestimated his ability to sneak. The trolls caught him, and they were going to eat him. So the rest of the dwarves came in to do a rescue, and being the new younglings that they are, and me never having done anything like this before, we all got captured. And we were all going to be eaten. The trolls were going to have fun. And then Bilbo, who was pretty quiet and laid back kind of dude, he just started talking. And he talked, and he talked, and he talked. And amazingly enough, the trolls listened to him. and he talked long enough for the sun to come up, and all the trolls, thankfully, turned to stone. So we were saved, and we got back on the road, and now we are headed once more towards Lothlorien. Rivendell. Sorry, not Lothlorien. We are headed for Rivendell. Yes. I don't know if you can see it. Include it. Okay. That's about as big as it's going to get on my thing. That thing right there is another player. Is another racer, I should say. They give us these little tokens so we can find ourselves. And some of them are part of teams. I am not, but they're part of teams. So there's my little token with my kitty. This is where I'm supposed to be today, but I haven't added in any distances yet. I am still a couple of miles. I'm a mile behind right now, but I haven't put in my distances yet. I haven't done any bike riding or anything. This is my day off, so later on I will put my distances in, and I will be ahead of the game again. I'm not as far ahead as I used to be because there for a little while I didn't do anything. I am past, as I said, I'm at the 69% mark. We are headed for Rivendell. Still following basically the East Road. It looks like we will, yeah, that's our main goal right now, is just headed for Rivendell. We are passing back and forth between borders, between two areas, following the East Road, but eventually we will cross the river Roinen and then head up north to Rivendell. So, yeah. I'm sorry I keep talking to the machine and not to you, but yeah, we are headed for Rivendell. We're going to cross the river Gruinen, and then we're on our way. Oops, I was going to tell you, let's see. I'm at the 69% mark, right before we get to Rivendell. I don't know if you can see it, because it doesn't come up. There's a water bottle right there, and it says 80%. That's going to be our 80% mark. When we hit certain marks, 40%, 60%, 80%, they say that we are removing 10 plastic water bottles from the ocean. I guess as part of their environmental, I can't think of it right now, but yeah, they are big into the environment, and they are very big into saving the planet, which I wholly support, which is why I don't mind paying for different events. I paid for the bundle for this. My pen pal is doing one. She's doing a small one. I have not heard back from her to find out how far, or if she's even finished it yet. I want to say it was about 60 miles, about that. So hopefully she's been able to stick to it and get on a regimen. She has health issues and things like this, and this is a way to get her motivated. Or so she believes. She believed that would be it. And I keep saying, so I apologize. Yeah. And I think that's it for what I have. Plans moving forward. I have a picture. Yes, moving forward. We move out of that. I will be doing modern folks embroideries let's be kind. And I was incorrect. This has been the design all along. The other design I saw was not a modern folk embroidery. I'm not sure whose it was. But this beautiful thing here, and he has it done on with it's red thread on a white background, and I will be using blue satin thread on Yellow Submarine by Stitchman Darcy. And that's going to be fun. I have been reading, the Witchy Stitcher mentioned that due to the tariffs and everything, that everything, all the prices for shipping and everything are going to go up. Not necessarily shipping, but the tariffs and everything are going to go up thanks to the junk that's going on right now, which I will not discuss. But yeah, so getting more fabric from Darcy is going to be more expensive. Does this mean I'm going to stop? No. It just means that it will I won't be able to get it as soon as I wanted to. I wanted to get his History of Violets, which is a purple, and he's got a really pretty gray that I was looking at. Due to the price increase and my paycheck not increasing, I will have to wait a little while. That does not mean I'm not going to get them. I'm just going to have to wait a little bit. Luckily, he does have some charts that are electronic, so I won't have to pay tariffs on those. I will just need to buy them. Yeah, I just have to purchase them because he has some that I want. There's one of a cat on a tree limb that says meow. That's all it says is meow, but it's cute. I like cats. He's got some Edgar Allan Poe related. He has several others. And with Bruce Willis's health declining and possible demise either this year or next year, I am wanting to get some of those. Darcy has a couple that are related to some of Bruce Willis's videos or movies. That being said, does anybody know if anybody out there is doing a cross-stitch tribute to Ozzy Osbourne, even if it's just his name? Is anybody doing it? A bat with Ozzy's name on it or anything of that nature? If you know, I don't have the time right now to look, but if anybody knows and can put a link in the description box to at least one that you guys know of, I would be so grateful. I would love to have something to commemorate him by and to have with my eventual cross-stitch wall. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this week. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully I know I'm gonna have more stuff to show you. Hopefully I will have some more shout outs for you. It just depends on how busy this week goes. But I thank you all for being here, for lasting this long, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, great week. I will see you on the flip side.